molweni, welcome to Culturas Media ke. Namhlanje ke sihleli ke nosaziwayo igqala uMakhwekhwetha. Ndithetha ke mina ngoMakhwekhwetha walapha eThokoza okanye eCulturas ke eSouth Africa yonke jikelele iyamazi ngakumbi ke abantu ababengamagqala apha ku-ANC. Anabantu abadala ke sifuna nolutsha ke lihabule njengoba sicelebrate i-Youth Month nje. Sifuna ke ukunizisela nabanye abantu ababekhona mzukwana nalapha kule ndawo yethu yaseCulturas ke. Namhlanje apha ke sihleli nosaziwayo, lo saziwayo ndinixelela ngaye ke i-veteran activist, freedom fighter, well respected amongst people, a former trade unionist and a communist, i-revolutionary ke ngokwayo, utata uNzipho ke uyinto kaThembani Khalipha ke. Molo tata, kunjani?
Siyaphila, kunjani Mfondini?
Ndiyaphila tata, nami usuku lakho la namhlanje uvuke kanjani tata?
Andivuke kakuhle Mfondini. Into nayo ndiyavuka kwa early ngoba ndiyindoda ethanda ubhala. Seniliqala elibhalayo ngoku. Ngembali. Imbali zethu zomzabalazo. Nezalapha ekuhlaleni.
Bese ubhalile njengesuku lakho njengentsasa.
Ubhalile namhlanje. I've written two conceptual documents.
Okay, Dad.
One is about and June 16 that we are going to be celebrating on Tuesday.
Ungasayi kude kakhulu ke tata, masibambe nje apho tata, masibambe apho tata wami ke. Mna tata wami ngicela nje uze introduce ke uzazise apha ebantwini ngoba ke bengike ndabaxelela ku-introduction ke ndathi ke uliqala uMakhwekhwetha activist ke ne-revolutionary activist eyaziwayo kakhulu apha eSouth Africa ke, former trade unionist ke apha ekhaleni apha eSouth Africa ke waziwa kakhulu kwezopolitiko. Sicela nje usiphe nje imvelaphi yakho ke ukuze apha mina ngoba mina ndikwazela apha eThokoza tata.
No, imvelaphi yami kwindawo apho abazali bavela khona, ndivele eQonce eKing Williamstown, Eastern Cape. And ndandizalelwe apha eGauteng kodwa ndayofunda i-primary schools and standards zam, ndazifunda pha ne-secondary ndandifunda kwaMamata. Ndaya eGasela High School. Apho ke ndathi ndawusuka apho ndazawuba lapha eGauteng ndizogqibezela izifundo zami. Ndifike apha eGauteng and sendibuya phaa ngo-1976 ngexesha kanye kwakusitsha. It was hot in those days because it was a time of a huge revolution of a boycott of Afrikaans education by student movement. And I was part of those student activists that were pursuing this. At some point and I was a student teacher we primary school elapha eThwala Street ekuthiwa kuseKhanyiso.
Singahambanga kakhulu ke tata, wena i-primary mhlawumbe i-primary education yakho nje ukukhula kwakho mhlawumbe usiphe nje i-picture yokukhula kwakho by the age mhlawumbe of 10 to 17 years ba wawungumuntu onjani, ufunde i-primary, i-high school?
I-primary yami ndiyifunde, ndaqala lapho ukufunda qala ilo primary, ndasuka apha ndayofunda ndifike e-Eastern Cape ngo-1968. Ndaqala pha ndafunda kwisikolo kuthiwa kwaMamata.
Apha isikolo sakho uqale kuso yintoni?
Apha kwakuseKhehlekile. Ndake ndafunda apha eKhehlekile.
Ngo-19 bani ngelo xesha?
Ndandifunda eKhehlekile ngo-1967.
67.
Yes, ngo-68 ndaba senantsikeni e-Eastern Cape. Ndaqhubeka ke ngezifundo zami e-Eastern Cape ze-primary. Ndenyuka e-primary ndaye secondary. Ndaqhubeka e-secondary. Ndazawubuya ngo-early 1976 ndabuya.
So i-secondary yakho uyenze phi?
Ndiyenze eGasela secondary school e-Eastern Cape.
Ngo-19 bani wona?
Yona ke ndiyenze up until 1975.
Okay.
Yes, because ngo-74 I did standard 6 there. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So ndazawuba lapha ngokufika kwami apha zange ndifumane isikolo, kwakuthiwa akho sikolo zamaXhosa apha. So I was a victim of all those things.
Kodwa ngoku uqale eKhehlekile ngokuyazi wami iKhehlekile sisikolo samaZulu or sasikhona isiXhosa ngelo.
Sasikhona isiXhosa pha. Yes, nalapha musikhona nangoku isiXhosa apha eThokothaba. Yes. So ke and le nto yongabikho kwe-vernacular ezikolweni ibiyingxaki enkulu ngexesha lethu. Ufumana us siseklasini enye with the stronger speaking people, and these are Shangans. I had a big friends, students that I had Fumanis high school, up and down high school con. And in the friends Gakulu Zamasonga, Songa speaking people, Shangan, because we were sharing, and a class vernacular together. That up in 1980. Efumani ndaqashwa SA Breweries ngo-1981.
Ngoku ke kancinci tata ndifuna ubuyela kulaa ndawo uthi ngo-1967 wawusekhehlekile.
Yeah.
By that age mhlawumbe iminyaka yakho wawungo-10 12.
Ndafunda ndimncinci.
Oh, wafunda umncinci.
Kakhulu.
Ngoku ke ngelo xesha cause xa i-history ngelo xesha yayilixesha xa ndifunda kwi-history ixesha le-Rivonia trial nentoni oMandela la treason trial yabo.
Yeah.
So ngelo xesha naniziva izinto ezinjalo okanye
Sasiva njengembali xa kubaliswa and yayingeyondincokolwayo into yoba kukho abantu abaseRobben Island. Yayingathethwa nothethwa loo nto. Sizoyiqaphela loo nto leyo and ngo-1976 xa kukho le boycott of Africans spread that throughout. It was never a Soweto issue. It was all over the country. And that's when, we were influenced by that. And then in 1979, Steve Chwete, was like in 12. Steve Bantu Biko. Yes, Steve Bantu Biko. Was like in Gelo Pressure. And then this Gekasha Swelega, and this Nansen Funda Fumani High School. Yes. And then we just got an announcement of minister at that time was Jimmy Kruger. And then there was a state of emergency immediately after that. And then it's called as about disrupted. We're part of the people who were disruptors. And, and in various schools.
Ngelo xesha ngubani 79.
79.
Towards a year.
Yeah, 79. And then again, Fumani High School. Ukusukela ngo 78, 79, 80, 81. Okay. Yeah.
And then there's party, I think ndike ndayiva nje incokolwa kancinci ka 74 there was a protest kwama student apha around before that led towards 76 ngicela nje.
No.
Oh.
I call accurate that information. That history is not an accurate history. 1976 was uprising of a student of a boycott of Africans.
Okay.
It was, spearheaded by, Upper Transvaal. It used to be called Transvaal. It spread to Cape Town. Okay. It spread to Eastern Cape. I was in Kingdomstown.
From 76.
Yes.
Oh, 76 your Sparker.
Your Sparker uprising.
Yes. Not ukuthi there were other uprising before.
No. Anybody else, in those days, they were compliant, abantu abaninzi, and then it was all underground work, and then no one, you didn't know what your next door,
wenza
ntoni now. You didn't know umbone nje umuntu ehamba ungamazi wenza ntoni. Yes.
So ngelo xesha ke during mina because interested kakhulu lento uyithethayo ukuthi ngelo xesha umuntu wawungazi kakhulu. Was it because umthetho ungewelo xesha wawusithi andikwazi uthetha ngepolitiki okanye kuba yayingekho itechnology njengoba thina sesiphila kule mihla yetechnology kuba uthi mhlawumbe ke naviwa nithetha kuthiwa hey nizawubanjwa?
No. The ANC and the Pan-Africanist Congress after 1960 Sharpeville shooting nakwalanga, the ANC was banned, the PAC was banned, the South African Communist Party was banned. I come to, and Ubenoti and Pandle, Amba Pandla Past, do you remember ANC? Okay. And no one had a membership of the ANC at the time.
Okay.
No one.
Aibo.
Who volunteer. Elingenayo, proof you member.
So aba bathi bona hey thina sasingama ANC members.
ayikho yonke lonto le ufana abantu bazawuxokisa athi mina ndandise exile umbuze wawuphe exile hayi ndandise Angola hayi ndandise Uganda hayi ndandise Mozambique wawusenza ntoni mfondini uyabona so these are distorted propaganda history of careerism abantu they want to align themselves into a career to be seen to be freedom fighters and lie to be freedom fighters you don't have to lie what do you lie for so I am saying now, and I'm quite clear about myself. My conscience is very clear about, and my role that I have played. And then I was an activist lapha eThokoza.
Ndifuna osize apho ke nakwelo cala le history yalapha ke eThokoza nalo. Elukuthi apha eThokoza udlale irole oyidlalileyo apha eThokoza. Uyaziwa kakhulu. Mna ndive ndikwazi nje ngabo 2008 somewhere apha kodwa but abantu abaninzi xa ndithetha nabo benibalisela ngawo but akukho utata uThembani nyani ke xa ndiloko ndihamba vele ndiloko ndikubona so ukukhula kwakho ke apha eThokoza ndicela nje undibalisele ngestruggle ukuthi ungene kanjani kuso
as a student person who was a student activist saka 1976 I've already mentioned izikole endandikuzo which was iKhanyiso elapha eThwala and I was like a student teacher there because besendifunde kakhulu and secondary eGasela and la as class bezilapha besingaphansi it was lower classes
okay
yes ndayongena ke ngokusendiyongena ndokwenza form 2 lo form 2 kwakuthiwa go form 2 form 3 form 4 in those days form 4 form 5 grade 10 was form 5 ndayowenza ke ngokuphaya eFumane and njengoba sitho ndithi ndagqiba eFumane ngo1980 ngo81 ndabe ndiyaqala ukuphangela ndiphangela eSA Breweries kulapho ke ndaphangela khona
ephili lapha
eAl Road yes apho ke ngoku ndazibalula khona ndaba yiactivist kwi-trade union that union that I joined was called Sweet Food Allied Workers Union ndandirecruitwa phaya indoda kwakuthiwa nguChris Dlamini he was a second president of iCOSATU nakwi-FOSATU he was a president eFOSATU at the same time uCyril president loyo wayekwi-NUM ngelo xesha
okay no
yes because and ngo-1985 and sasise ngokusenza i-sectorial unions i-union yethu yameja ne-union kwakuthiwa i-Food and Canning and then i-Food and Canning yameja ne-Sweet Food Allied Workers Union yayifawu apho ndazibalula kakhulu ufawu ngoba ndanyulwa ndaba ngu-Transvaal chairperson items zathi zantathu ndingu-Transvaal chairperson ndi-National Executive Committee ndaphinda ndayi-acting
ngelo xesha iminyaka yakho mhlawumbe early 30s 20s ngoba uthi ufunde umncinci I guess ukuthi nawe izinto uzenze
ndizenze ndimncinci kakhulu because part of the things that and I did was that ndifunde ndimncinci ndasebenza ndimncinci you see I must have been xa ndiqala ukusebenza ndiqale ndina 23 you see so uqala kwami usebenza ndasebenza eBrewery and then ndandikwi-middle white collar worker which was grade 1 to grade 5 then because it was at the time where unions were being mobilized after there was what they call Nick Vienne Commission. That Nick Vienne Commission was a decision taken by an apartheid cabinet led by P.W. Botha and the minister there Nick Vienne or minister appointed Nick Vienne Commission professor was Naziken Erao University.
Okay.
Yanguye lo wadevelopa i-commission. Lo commission le, it was a commission edila ngamalungelo abasebenzi.
Okay.
And that's when we started to and worked and organized
Beyidila
under.
ngabasebenzi holistically or beyidila ngabasebenzi abamnyama or abelungu because nanithi ngela xesha remember apartheid
Yeah,
yakho
no. Kaloku, you know, remember what has happened. Maybe, you know, a sequence, it will be nice when I say 76, we had student movement and we had student, you know, resistance and we had student uprising. Then, in 1979, when, you know, Steve Bantu Biko died, and we then escalated the uprising here to Ngelo Clash. And when we did so, there was, you know, church council. And amongst the prominent people was, you know, Desmond Tutu, who advocated for sanctions. And they started to lobby international communities in London and other places for this country to go through sanctions. And the sanctions were now applied. 79, 1980, we had sanction. And then 1979, when this appointment was made, it was made to find a solution of a segregation of Labor Relations Act, because there we had what we call racism. Whites, you know, and were workers, but white workers. We were, you know, Tina and workers, but, you know, black workers.
Okay.
So, and that commission, the terms of reference of the commission, we're trying to address now and that to form some kind of, you know, and working together, you know, under one, you know, system, under one, you know, management. But what they did, Abelung, at that time, they created all the levels of management for themselves, because it was their last, you know, an opportunity for themselves, knowingly very well that a process of a negotiation has begun, you see. And that negotiation process, and when there was a negotiation that took place in Dakar, and that led by, you know, Abantu Baselbakweni.
Which year was that? Leo meeting in Dakar?
The meeting I said Dakar, it was, you know, and 1986. 1986, 1987, there was a meeting, and that meeting, I said Dakar, was a meeting which was led by Dr. Fansei Slabet, who led, you know, and a business grouping. And there was also, you know, people that they called them, you know, Broederbond. They were led by other, you know, Afrikaners of under Merve.
So lo meeting ayibizwa ngoba into ntatha?
It was talk by talks.
Talk by talk meeting.
Yeah, it was talks by talks, a dialogue between the African National Congress that was, you know, in exile in Dakar, Mali.
Capital city.
Yes, Dakar, you know, capital city.
Yeah.
Mali, it's a
country.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So ngicela unibalisele kabanzi ke ngayo, uyabona uza kakuhle. Ndi interested pha kule ndaba yaseDakar, but before sifike pha eDakar ndifuna nje unixelele mhlawumbe ngabanye owawunabo aba around eThokoza mhlawumbe ababe youth okanye kaTleho mhlawumbe some of your comrades or sabakhumbula.
Well, among the people that, you know, I went to school with, Semtuli, I was with school with Semtuli. Fumani. There was another guy called Williams, Mayas Williams. I went to school with Mayas Williams. I went to school with a guy called Majosi. And I went to school with another comrade called, you know, Ndaba. So those were youth people that were in my same level. Yeah. So being an activist,
Yes.
you see. So yeah, when I started to work in the trade union movement, I worked in the trade union. There were a group of people that, you know, we were together with Pule Moikang. There was Gideon Srote. There was Victor Nossi. We actually met with the ANC in exile. They came to meet with us. enendawo kuthiwa Easy by Night
Yeah, Pekatleo.
eKatlehong.
Okay.
It was an underground, meeting
Yeah, ANC.
convened by uMathesenyane, ANC. So these people were
So ngelo
ANC
xesha
led.
we were already member ANC.
Kaloku
Underground,
membership,
yes,
it was an underground
Yes, we were already okay.
Yes, yonke into basiyenza underground because wosenza nomuntu ungamazi ba lo muntu uyintoni ungamazi lo muntu uyintoni, you see. Yes,
So
we never knew each other, so no one can point out
so
and say
benithembana kanjani?
besingathembani. No one trusted each other. It was a dangerous, very, very dangerous
benigembula
thing.
ngempilo zenu.
It was very dangerous.
So yeah, usathetha nge-meeting ke ukuthi mina abantu izonhlangana.
No, we met here, and when we met here, that meeting was led by, Chris Lamine, who coordinated that meeting. He met with us, Tina, at the time now. We were part of, and the labor force that was a middle class, black middle class.
Okay.
Because kaloku besifundile thina. Empangelweni, phaya we had a workforce. The workforce was in two categories of black people. The lowest end grade and the upper grades. Which the upper grades was the middle class people, who had matric upwards. And who would, write reports, who would, and train other people, you see. And then the lower hand were operators, ordinary workers, sweepers, driving forklifts and all of those things. But I'm saying that in 1986, 87, we met, people who were sent by ANC to meet with us from Lusaka. That meeting was facilitated by, Chris Lamini. We met, Easy by Night. That Easy by Night was run by Fred Masesenyan, who also, we didn't know him that he was an underground operative. But we find ourselves in that meeting. And Sabani meeting, and midnight until the early hours. And the early hours, the people who were coming from Lusaka, they left. We didn't know where they left to, how they left.
So the owner, yes, Easy by Night was also
an underground person.
ANC underground
Yes,
person.
was an ANC activist.
But no one knew which is.
We don't know. We didn't know.
Until kwenzeka leyo meeting.
Until the Sibase meeting, we didn't know.
Wow.
Yes, we didn't
So
know.
it says a lot ukuthi kwakukhona abantu abaninzi who were involved with struggle, not only aba bantu bathi baye ku-exile babe sehlathini.
No, man, there was no such
there
a
were
thing.
also people babe involved, also abantu bebungama-business people.
Yeah, because he was a business person, Masesenyan, you see. And him being a business people, Tina, we were like given, a platform to come and meet with these people that we didn't know. They were not identified to us. We only got to know when they were introduced in a meeting. Kona Easy by Night in Katlehong.
So do you think wena tata
Yeah.
abantu abanjalo mhlawumbe bayanconywa like igalelo labo abalidlalileyo xa ucompare naba abanye bona bathi ngama-freedom fighters bona babe selibhaceni babe sehlathini elusaka babe seangona?
Well,
Meanwhile kukho abantu babephakela abantu bencedisa abantu benivula izindlu zabo ukuthi balwe whatever struggle or challenges abajongene nawo ngelo xesha.
we as people who I never went to exile. I would have went to exile because there was a person who used to stay at my place who left, and in 1977 to exile. And that person, I've never seen him again. But what I'm trying to say is that Tina, as local people that were activists locally here, we didn't know each other. And secondly, we didn't trust each other. No one had membership of an ANC. We were all, and identify through networks. We will find that there's a person that, is an ANC. Naye akafuna ukwaziwa kodwa uthi uyi-ANC. Angithi uyabona. Omnye is a communist party. Akafuna ukwaziwa kodwa uyi-communist party. So we were in that crisis. And structures zethu esazikhona ngelo xesha were highly infiltrated by different characters of people. careerism was also infiltrated by people. So akho muntu ebethembe omnye.
So lento ke tata iza i-question yami enye ile ukuthi xa sekuthiwa ke ngoku the political parties or ANC is being unbanned, is allowed.
Yeah.
Ukuthi you can talk freely, they can campaign, they can do what. Now I can imagine because sibaninzi asazani. Sonke sesifuna uvela ukuthi sifuna uclaim ukuthi hey nami ndandikhona.
No, uyabona apha eThokoza, I'll tell you. In the 90s, now I want to talk about in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Early 90s we were activists mobilizing for ANC now. Polar Park beseyikhona ngelo xesha, and we were mobilized under the banner of ANC. And the Tina, because we speak Xhosa, we are Xhosas. It was obvious that, you know, and you would not have been.
Kodwa na tata ubukhulele eKhumalo.
Khule Khumalo apha kwam Khumalo la
eKhumalo. Then uyo pledge allegiance namaXhosa kune Polar Park.
The problem when let me tell you, when in 1990 if violence started, the first people to be killed babulawa, you know, and we started in Tapo Street. There were 6 people that were killed there. The following day, there were also 6 people that were killed in Mandis. And then Nandihlele Khumalo ngapha. And you tell one. Into about talk about, you know, and Tina Singer Khanek is because you see, and at that time, Master Klasol Amakos, Tina, we were already, you know, and having people who were armed from Polar Park who came to and stayed with us. And at the time, and they took, you know, care of us. You know, it's trouble. They've been trouble. Yes.
So yeah, uyabona ke nayo leyo sizawungena kabanzi kuyo. But okwangoku ndisafuna leyo ukwazi ukuthi i-role yenu, like what were the significant marches or protests or movement izinto ezenzekayo apha eThokoza wawu-involve kuzo nezinye izinto ezathi zenzeka apha eThokoza za-capture abanye abantu that influenced mhlawumbe the guys at the top ukuthi baze apha nje.
Okay, because you know I was already a trade union movement leader, and say ndikhona kwi-unions because i-unions kaloku ndingene kuzo in the 80s. And in unions 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, I was a trade union member and activist in the trade union. And then the formation of a civic movement was in the beginning of 90 by a guy called Moses Mayekis, who was Alexander, a very prominent and civic person, Mayekis. And then ngelo xesha ke violence escalated 1989, 1990, you see. And it escalated immediately after the release of Mandela, because the first release was in Osisulu or Omrey or Umkwai, or Gavin Beki. So those people, they came and tried to, you know, sort of, you know, explain that, you know, why there's a need for them to be released and what is the purpose of them now being released. And they want to engage in the talks by talks. Ukutata mna wandirikutayo wandifaka actively ku-ANC kwakuthiwa ngutata uLivi wayesePolar Park. Lo tata wayengakwazi nothetha isiNgesi, yes, but he recruited me. Wandisa, you know, kumama, you know, and wandisa kwawini
Winnie Mandela
kuwini.
uthatha ePolar Park
wathatha ePolar Park wandisa kuWinnie Mandela, wandisa, you know, kumama owaye president ye UDF, umama uNontsikelelo Sisulu, nkosikazi kaTata uSisulu.
Walter Sisulu.
Yes. So I became now closer and working very close in the ANC now through Tata uLivi. Tata uLivi ke ngwasemthatha. Yeah. So ndaba yi-activist ephaya ke ngelo xesha.
Then ke ngoku so activism yakho up involve ke kwizinto ze-ANC nawe usisithunywa salapha so but sisezawungena kuyo kwanzulu ubudlelwano bakho cause nikhumbulana ngokweminyakeni edlulileyo bekukho into Polar Park Renewal Project i-renewal nifuna uku-honora abantu babesilwa nangoku last year if I'm not mistaken ndandikhona phaa ePolar Park kuthethwa ngifuna nje ukwazi like ama-leader amanye awayehlala apha around apha asewesaziwa ngoku aphuma apha mhlawumbi i-role nayo ukuthi ithokoza kungathi ngathi abekho abantu abaphuma apha ithokoza ayidlalanga i-role ngicela nje undithi nje i-highlight ngabantu
mna ndisebenze kakhulu you know ePolar Park yayisemikhukhu ngela xesha kwakwinantsika ihostel kwakuthiwa iKhalanyoni esayiwisayo lo Khalanyoni leyo ukhona umfana kwakuthiwa nguPrince Mhlambi waye very activist umobilize into kokuba you know abantu bahlale phaa so abantu ababeqashile behlala emikhukhwini ababehlala elokishini baphuma bonke bayohlala you know and kulanda kuthiwa kuseDunusa yayibizwa kuthiwa kuseDunusa
njengoba ukuthi abantu basePolar Park abalifuni vele lo gama ongathi uDunusa kakubulala
so it was predominantly you know Xhosa speaking people and when we were attacked on the ticket of ethnicity and tribalism because it was Zulu speaking people that were you know attacking us and then attacking anybody else who is Xhosa, you see.
Then this unity or union between amaXhosa wasePolar Park nabantu baselokishini bafike to a point ukuthi ngoba xa ndi-understanda kuthiwa le yaqala beyimpi yamaXhosa versus amaZulu njengokuthi ende ngapha ehostel amaZulu ahlala ngapha ezawucrossa aye eKhumalo la question besike sayithetha ngakuthi uhlala eKhumalo uthi kwakho abantu babenikhuse leyo yavela kanjani leyo nto ukuthi ugqibele abantu basePolar Park sebenzisana nabantu baselokishini ukuthi balwe nabantu basehostel unolwazi mhlawumbe
abantu basePolar Park were like warriors because they were fighters and they were consistently attacked by you know Zulu warriors induna ezasihlala ehostel abantu basePolar Park fought back and they moved out you know abantu base hostel to the extent the hostel it was no longer you know a multi racial multi you know and cultural it remains only you know Zulu speaking people like it is today it's only Zulu speaking people who are staying in as hostel yaqala lana ngo1990 so abantu joiner abantu ababeku ANC nababezi activists nakwi trade unions because abantu basenantsikeni basePolar Park babe ngamaXhosa and kwaba ne activists ezazikhona pha ezazizi activists ANC ne-ANC yathatha advantage yoba you know i-constituency nansi efuneke siyi-influence because leya it was inkatha led constituency thina ke ngoba you know besizilwela apha thina samobilizwa kusithwa ngabantu be-ANC ngoba uMandela ngumXhosa ngoba uSisulu ngumXhosa so ke wonke umuntu i-identity yakhe was on the basis of ethnicity not that we were tribalist yes
so mna ndifuna ukwazi tata niyayivayo le nto uyithethayo but ukuze kustrike ukuthi kugqityelwe ukuthi siyasebenzisana abantu basethokoza abaselokishini nabasePolar Park masisebenzisaneni like yaza kanjani lo nto le ukuthi mhlawumbe amasotsha adibana ukuthi emadoda siyahlaselwa masisebenzisane njengoba nangoku abantu basePolar Park nabaselokishini basaphila bonke nangoku nabasehostel nabaselokishini sebephila ngela xesha njengoba kwakusiliwe like
i-peace process i-peace process iqale and post 1990 where ubaba uMzizi noma Mzizi and other people that you know were leading inkatha no baba uMsomi we facilitated a meeting. Uba uTata uNdandala, we asked uTata uNdandala to be a mediator. Kwaba ne peace, they called
Banutata uNdandala.
Dandala, Dandala.
Okay.
Sasine peace, committee. It was established peace committee where both the ANC side was represented, then the IFP side was represented, which was Abantu Bangali, IFP. Babe khona kulonto le. Saba nengxoxo, sabonisana uba makube ne peace process. That is now after 1990. Yeah.
Then ke ngoku siyahamba ke siwinile idemocracy ngiyabulela kakhulu ngoniphendula lembuzo. Sesilapha ke ngoku sikudemocracy, new 30 years of democracy. Nako ziyenzeka sekukhona nomadlanga commission. Abantu bayacomplaina and abantu kudala kuba khona ukukhankalazo ngama immigration, abantu bakhala ngama drugs, abantu bakhala ngocomrade abangohlohle sakhe. Wena what's your take kulento eyenzekala about the political sphere nje and South Africa as a nation izinto zenzekayo wena tata?
The problem, abantu base South Africa are the victims of propaganda. Because a lot of things that have happened were driven through imaginary propaganda, lies, falsehood. I fully agree with what Thabo Mbeki was saying at the veterans of the ANC in Bloemfontein. ANC was highly, infiltrated like any other, and liberation movement, Pan-Africanist Congress, which is PAC, and others. Because Ongqothoza, bunge kuma identify umuntu ongqothoza. That was a problem. You'll see a gentleman, and only to find that gentleman, and he works for the agents, which was the state. You see. But the identification of a person who was working with the state or who was, an informer, he would have, and a number, like, and the police force number. So people were using this thing as a campaign of decampaigning each other. But when, you are brighter, you are intelligent, you are, informed, those that, and are not bright, are not intelligent, they have no prospect of succeeding to become into structures of the ANC and be influential in the structures of the ANC. Use the platform of the ANC against potential people who were gifted and who were brilliant, and then label them and make all sorts of allegations against those individuals. It's still happening now, that thing. It has never stopped. ANC, today is infiltrated by, criminal enterprise, is infiltrated by tenderpreneur enterprise, is infiltrated by, and the cartels that, you see them, and that report from Madlanga. That is the case where the ANC branches are not nominating and electing people based on wisdom, based on, skills, but it's because of money which they fundraise. A group of people fundraise money for you to be elected to be a chairperson of, an ANC. For you to be, a PEC member, somebody must pay for you region. Oku region, ose branching. So it collapses wisdom, it collapses ethics. As I say, so it's a futile exercise because you see, no one can, and claim innocence in these things. Everybody, and there was what we call Straightcom, because I worked Stratcom. I worked very close with, Owen at the time. Things that were created, stories that were made against S.A. Branford, and Owen by Stratcom. These are the things that, were internally in the ANC. Some of them, that's why I don't take, an individual serious when they lie. I can see when a person is coming to lie. Because I will say to him, give me a proof of what you are saying. If you don't have a proof, please don't make allegations to threaten somebody's life.
Tata, njengoba ke uyabona kulonyaka uthatha enye into. Kulonyaka ngunyaka wama elections, wama government elections. So now ama political party abhize hlesenyuka ama candidates, abanye afuna ama candidates. As now as umuntu oyi former MMC former COPE, former ANC. Like at this moment, ucinga bayintoni into mhlawumbi ama-South Africans ayidingayo to fix South Africa?
Let me tell you something. When we went to Polokwane and supporting Thabo Mbeki and we were defeated in Polokwane, it was a crowd of people who were wounded, characters. Who those people and wanted to take over and run the ANC through tenders. And they brought up names and labeled people. So by virtue of being, an activist who left the ANC to become, a member of COPE and then become a leader in COPE, because I was a leader at national level, in the working committee at national level, under, Musiwa Likota, Mbazi Mashilowa, Tozamile Bota, and then Smasi Ngonyama. Those are veterans of the ANC. Who knows ANC? So we never left, and our background. We went with our background to COPE. When we then, recruited back to ANC, we came back straight, and in the ANC with our own, background. There was no such a thing.
Oh, ngoku ngiyive kakuhle ke ngilinde lento ingcola eqedile. Ndikuve kakuhle tata uthi so you back to ANC, you were a member of COPE.
I will explain to you. I was a member of COPE, and then I went to legislature.
Yes.
Go 2008 up until 2014. Yaphela iterm yami. Go 2019, 2018, daqashwa, ANC and ANC and Liga Umsebenzi with National Parliament. Ndaba, advisor in the office of the Minister of Human Settlement, Unoma India Veget. When we came back, Nabo Smarts, and I was supposed to have been, an ambassador at the time, because when I was recruited back to ANC, I was offered a ministerial post of an ambassador in Denmark.
Which year? Which year is that?
That was, 2018, 2019.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So, and a lot has happened, and at the Amba Pilot House, as in the trainee were not trained as an ambassador, but then because of shenanigans and unethical conduct that, prevailed, and the guy who was, the chief of staff in the office of the general secretary at the time, Jacob Ignatius, may his soul rest in peace. He did every aspect and everything for me to go and become an ambassador. But at last minute, and I was turned down to say I was redeployed, I'll be redeployed to ESCOM as a member of the board, yes, ESCOM. Wapinda kothanza uya, and uba member of board, yes, South African Airways. Leyathathwa iposition yami nguDudumile.
Hayibo.
Yes.
Hey kuninzi okwenzekileyo. Sisezawungena kwezi position. Ambassador
eDenmark.
Naipi? Naipi nababala neEscom.
That was ESCOM. I was given ESCOM. I was given,
SAA.
Yeah, and SAS African Airways.
Ubuthi uzaba board member.
Yes, I was going to be a board member there. But then finally, Ndaba ke ngoku and Swapi, finally, that's where I got appointed. The appointment Ndaba advisor, the human settlement, Unoma India Packet was a human settlement minister. Ndaba is a national rapid task team who was advising ministry.
Hey, hayi inhlele history ke sizawungena kuyo sawubana siyindwendwele le history ngoba it's very interesting ukuthi sinabantu mhlawumbe baseva kwindawo kwiposition ezinje abafana nawo kumele sibane sihabula sive nje uba kwenzekani nani, how did you get there ukuthi ufike kule ndlela oyihambile ukuthi ufike phaya. Ndiyabulela kakhulu ke tata, but ngoku ndifuna nje sizoyivala namhlanje mhlawumbe sishekelwe imibuzo emithathu, 3 questions now. Sizawuphinde siyigqibezelele ncoko yethu ngenye imini. Endiyifunayo ngoku about i-address uCyril, u-president of the country, aye wayenza ke ngecawa regarding these ama-immigrants. Abantu bayakhala and ama-South African athi akanamagazi, he doesn't take decisions. Instead wenza ama-commission after commission uthe uzothumela ama-envoys, and abantu they feel ukuthi it's being dale e-consulta kudala ethetha. Wena, what's your view when?
Look, I have responded, in details about, the question you're asking me. I think the issue of xenophobic, march to march, it's unfortunate, to be honest with you. These are African people. And my view is a simple thing that Aba Bantu, they've got very genuine, grievances about, the influx of foreign nationals and the influx of immigration by people who are coming from other continents. But these are Africans. Now, it is just purely a scapegoat of a corruption that has been taking place in the Home Affairs. Home Affairs has had these problems for the longest period. We've had more than 4 ministers who failed to perform and address it. Color from, the first minister, which was Mangosuthu Buthelezi. They did not do their job. They did not put systems in place. They did not create anti-corruption, and the programs and anti-framework, corruption, and the issues. They did not employ competent, people. Cadre deployment is also, and added in the problem. Because, and you then bring in a person to come and work and give him a position that, he does not understand how to do it. So I would have thought the president would have touched on those issues. The commitment that he's making now, Ubud is going to and appoint, and envoy and all of these things. I don't know what's relevancy to that issue. The issue here is right at, and then you see, the poison is in the pot. Home Affairs requires, a restructuring and a renewal and a new recruitment. And that recruitment should not be influenced by political, and partisan. So those are the problems that I think we have. That's why, and we've got incompetent people. Because I must lie for me to have a position, a senior position, in between. Even the Funba, he may offend belly coke. And if I'm a liar, then, and I'll reach any, and levels of positions, and in the current, and dispensation. Yes. And particularly the dispensation that we have had of 32 years. Nanziga, fledgling democratic democracy.
Kuninzi tata izinto ezenzekayo. So kukhona ne-rule zo step aside. Kuthiwa mhlawumbe xa ufumaneka ezintweni, but you see abanye abo step aside aba-apply kubo. Abanye siyababona ba-involve babandakanyeka kwindaba zama-tender, corruption. What do you think ukuthi xa silungisa i-South Africa abantu abanjalo abaphula umthetho mhlawumbe wena ucinga uba mhlawumbe ingaba yintoni into engayenza uba mhlawumbe abantu benze boyike ukwenza i-fraud and i-corruption ama-public servant?
The poison is in the pot. And I think let the ANC, which and I have been a member of the ANC. I've never been subjected to a disciplinary hearing. I've never been subjected to anything that is formal. That subject me, and to go and answer allegations in the ANC. So I am a Congress movement, and I think I will remain a Congress movement. I have threatened many people in the ANC because of, my capability, my skills, and all of these things. I'm saying that, Man City who Fox and Bizain, you know, and the poison is in the pot is because the renewal that the ANC is talking about, who cares about it? It's a talk show, because who do you renew? Because you must renew the branch, you must renew the region, you must renew, you know, and the PEC, you must renew the NEC. So it means ANC has got to collapse itself and reborn, renew itself into the new traditions of the ANC, into the new ANC of wisdom of a generation that has brought us to be where we are today. You know, people like to go to a celebration of, you know, and years of the movement. But many of these people don't deserve to be there.
Okay. Ngicela ubuza ke tata sesiyayivala ke. Xa kunokuthiwa ke iANC ngoku ithi siyakunominate sifuna ube yicandidate yethu. Would you take that?
I have been nominated already by ANC. What as a Nansigene Pambridge nominated me. Paula Park has nominated me. Togoza has nominated me as a candidate of mayor candidate. But I know I won't reach that position because look, I'm a principled person, I'm an ethical person, and this was, you know, throw, you know, tenders to certain officials as a corrupt, and this was, you know, and you know, I'm not going to be able to do that. Mine is to, you know, work ethically. Mine is to be professional. Mine is to be disciplined. These are the things of a character of a good leader. So you can keep your jobs, you can keep your deployment. I'm not interested to be deployed to go and steal. I'm not a thief. And I'll never be a thief.
You'll never be a thief.
I'm a principled person and I'm a loyal, you know, patriotic South African who says, let's, you know, agree that, you know, and these people that, you know, the ANC has that they know that, you know, are stealing, they must fire them.
So ngalawo mazwi ke I guess impendulo imbuzo wami uphendulekile ke. Sizawuphinde ke sithethe ke tata sesiyivala ke ingxoxo yethu ke ngoku sizawuphinde sithethe sigqibezele ke ngenye imini le ngxoxo yethu siqhubeke siqhubeka nazo njengezinto ezidevelopayo nalapha ekuhlaleni nawe ke njengoba sewusixelele ukuthi you've been nominated sawuthetha nangezakho ke ama-plans wakho izinye izinto obhizi ngazo apha ekuhlaleni sibane sidigesta ke nabo abantu bokuhlala njengoba besengathetha nangama-protest walapha eThokoza izinto ezenzekayo nawambo kwama-programs ozowenza apha eThokoza.
I missed to have told you, I've got umthanam owadutyulwa nge-march up eKhumalo Street, ngala march yaseKhumalo Street.
Sizawungena nzulu ke xa sesingena nzulu ngoba sisezawuya kwi-segment apho sifuna uthetha nje about the violence, the start of yona nama-repercussions izinto njengoba abantu ngoku ubabona abantu ukuthi abanye swethi intoni i-results zezo zimpi ezo violence ama-repercussion layo siwabonayo ngokwapha ekuhlaleni zizinto esizawuthetha ngazo.
But you know, you must also take note, I never struggled to be rewarded. No.
Yes.
That's why, you know, and I live the life that I'm living.
Okay.
You see, I don't live, you know, in Sandton.
What were you struggling for?
I struggle for freedom, for emancipation of my people. You see, for my people, you know, and to be equal. Equality, in other words. Those are things that I wanted to see. That is not happening today. That's why I have remained to stay with the people. So that, you know, and I don't want, you know, and to say something that, you know, and I'm not, you know, that thing. When, you know, you see it here, there's sewage spilling over. You can see it.
Yeah.
Yes, here it is there.
Ngiyayibona nifuna ubonisa nabantu babone ukuthi
yeah. And I'm sitting here.
Nansi le sewage uzihlalele lapho uhlele lokishini.
Yes. And evening, there's no electricity. I put, you know, additional, you know, and solar. I have solars in my house because I know all the time there's no electricity. You see. So I stay in this place because I believe in staying with the people, and I can't, create or have a contract of the people that I will serve them and give them quality assured service delivery when I don't stay with them. I must stay with the people. When there's problems, I must be the first one to know that there's a problem. When there's a solution, I must be the first one to say what is the solution in the problem. So, I can tell you now, we are going to a local government now. It will be a sad moment when the same constituencies that have suffered for the last, years of local government, to retain the same people that they know, that, and they are there for money and to steal, but not to serve them. They are not selfless. They are just, there opportunistically to become javelin to make money for themselves, for their friends, for their relatives, for their missus. So I'm not interested about those things. Yeah, I'd rather stay poor.
Than ukuthi uthengise
No, I'm not going to.
morals and ethics.
No, I'm not going to send my morals and my ethics. No, I stick to my morals and I stick to my, principles. And I think, and I need no friends. I invite no friends.
Asibulele kakhulu ke amazwi wakho atsho kakuhle sawuthi xa sivula ke itopic yethu next topic yethu silapha kule ndawo. Ndiyabulela kakhulu.